Greetings, everyone. This is Archangel Macintosh, aka Mikael Yis-RoyAl, coming from the tribe of Levi, from the 12 tribes of Israel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today, because I am. And in today's video, we're going to be discussing natural law and universal law. I hope you have your pencil and your pad ready so you can take note. And make sure you are the master of your own note-taking, because your notes is what's going to help you in advancing and evolving your intellect, consciousness, and awareness. By the way, if you have not seen my previous video before, see the previous video. It's about the supreme laws of existence and the supreme laws of all that is. If you haven't seen that yet, you have to see that first, because this is a continuation of that, because everything springs from that and continues on here. What is the supreme law of everything that is creates everything else under. So all this information will be placed in my spiritually sovereign and indigenous creditors of Mother Earth, spiritually sovereign I See Me, tribe, school, and community, which will be published soon. But right now I'm just sharing a little bit of information with you guys beforehand as I touch things up and wrap it up and things like that. Other than that, I do not give any legal advice or anything like that. All my advice comes from the Most High, from the Creator, natural law. It's in harmony with the universal and common laws of existence. And this information should be helping you reconnect with what you already are. You see what I'm saying? So you're not trying to build something to get anywhere. You're just becoming aware of what already is and things that you already know, put into perfect wording and perfect picture. So we're gonna go ahead and begin so we can get through this right away. Alright, and some of this stuff I'm still editing, so only the members will be able to see the final version, but I will have a couple of free hold on, let's go to preview. I will have a couple of free things right here for people, you know, that want to find free information and won't be able to pay for the school or anything like that. I won't only be teaching about spiritual stuff. I will be teaching how to become a creditor, how to become sovereign, how to become indigenous, connecting with Mother Earth, nature, and all this stuff. So this is what the Most High sent me to do, and this is what I'm gonna die doing. So these are the topics I talk about. You know, I got the members only section. I don't have everything listed here because I'm still working on it. The shop, all my stuff is there. Like a couple of stuff, you know, introductions, term of use, about me or Mika, the Honorable Macintosh, aka Mikael, about our members, our community, our mission, about how to join us and stuff like that. All the information's there. You know, so I'm really excited about this, and I'm ready to share this with you guys, and hope you guys are ready. Give me one sec. Alright, here we go. Natural law. Natural law is the law of nature, rerum natura. Natural principles and moralities of nature, natural, the jungle, and the real human experience. In the world of things that are physical and real, we have natural instincts, a natural animalistic nature, a natural intuition, natural needs, and natural goals. So let's go ahead and read that one more time. So natural law is the law of nature, rerum natura, natural principles and moralities of nature, natural, the jungle, the real human experience, the world of things that are physical and real, in the world of things that are physical and real, we have natural instincts, a natural animalistic nature, a natural intuition, natural needs, and natural goals. Everything in the physical world was created by spirit, soul, consciousness, and energy. Therefore, nature and those of nature have natural abilities, natural powers, natural rights, and natural skills. Spirit gave nature and the natural people natural powers so that they can use the power to live natural and or create man-made artificial things with their own hands. For example, artificial food, artificial technology, all made by man, artificial entities, artificial persons, artificial people, and so on. Artificial presidents, artificial governments, all that stuff artificial, they're not natural. Natural people in nature are creditors of earth, while artificial people, artificial food, and artificial intelligence, also known as artificial technology, are all man-made under mankind's dictatorship and made to serve man. We are the master, Yahweh, of the system, not the opposite. Pardon me, not Yahweh, it's supposed to be Yahweh. Because Yahweh is supposed to be another word for Baal or Satan and all this other stuff. But I'm not going to really say anything about that now because there's a lot he said, she said about that. But if you really check up the name Yahweh, you feel me, instead of an E, you put an A, it does denote the real true creator. Yahweh always goes back to Jesus, and Satan, all them people. So I got to change that up. This is Yahweh. So we are the Yahweh of the system, not the opposite. The natural always rule and control the artificial. Don't end up being that artificial thing, by the way, or by the way of tacit approval. Pardon me. The natural always rule and control the artificial. Don't end up being that artificial thing by way of tacit approval or default. See, so these natural laws mimic and mirror the corporate laws, the commercial laws and all this stuff. So this is all connected. You need to know these first before you start messing with their stuff and things like that. Because you begin to realize you don't even need to do half the things you're doing. Just keep it natural, like you don't know what the hell they're talking about. Natural laws, natural events, natural growth, and natural sovereignty are natural occurrences. Natural may not be popular, but it is universal and commonly known. Artificial things and people are always debtors of the people of earth to the sovereign spirits, and is a slave to the system, our game, and Mother Earth. In other words, artificial things and peoples are consumers, greedmongers, thieves, borrowers, beggars, and loners. That's all an artificial thing a person is. Beggar, stealer, borrower, greedmonger, consumer, all that stuff. The creation, aka debtor, cannot be greater than the creator, aka its creditor, the one that credit it, aka give it life. So the creation, also known as the debtor, cannot be greater than the creator, also known as the creditor, that credit it, also known as that gives it life. When you accept artificial things, anti-natural things, you are placing yourself under a second care, master, dictatorship, and nurturer, if it nurtures. Artificial is artificial, and realistically don't exist. Natural is natural. Natural is natural, is eternal. Pardon me. Natural is natural and is eternally supreme over artifice, fake and fictional, blah, blah, blah. So I got to put it in there. Pardon me. Natural people create artificial things. Artificial things can never create or give birth to a natural person, natural spirit, or natural being. Man's made up fictional rules is created for artificial machines, artificial entities, and artificial robots made to serve and sustain its master, God or man. Man-made rules dictate and overrule this artificial system. The system is being ran by men, and it is being used to control men, although men created it. So it, also known as the artificial person, artificial food, or artificial thing, can serve and protect man, soul, kind. Everything in Mother Nature is natural. Everything natural is healthy for the heart, body, soul, and mind, and everything natural contains true divine powers. Artificial things are given the little power that man has left in him, and other men have a choice to allow or disallow that artificial law, that artificial person, that artificial entity, place, or corporate thing to rule them and take up their time, service, resources, and energy at their own peril. Be cautious of the food that you eat. Most of it is fake, artificial, cloned, DNA modified, GMO, which means genetically modified. They change his genetics, his gene, his DNA, which is another form of DNA modification. It's a form of poison, trickery, it's deceptive, and it's a mass genocidal lunch. Break fast and die near. So let's read that again. Be cautious of the food that you eat. Most of it is fake, artificial, cloned, DNA modified, GMO, poison, trickery, deceptive, and mass genocidal lunch. Break fast and die near. Do some research on the ingredients listed on the back of your packages, food, and cans. Stop using artificial nails, artificial hair, artificial extensions, artificial islands, artificial laws, artificial identities, artificial names, the all caps name straw man, artificial baby formulas, artificial teleported visions, in other words, television, artificial vaccines, artificial schools, artificial religions, artificial clouds, artificial milk, smartphones, smart meters, and smart devices, steroids, growth hormones, titles of nobility, and artificial currency, or artificial admiralty, which is dollars, notes, promises to pay, foreign currency, loans, mortgages, bonds, etc. All of it's artificial. Bills, all of it's artificial. Having to pay someone all the time, all artificial, all man-made. Artificial mean man-made. They're all fucking up your subconscious mind, also known as your behavioral mind and your habitual mind, to the point of no return into doomsday, right into hell like a railroad trike. At one point of my adventure, I was a victim as well, so I know for certain, based on experience, the damages and mental and physical injuries and abuse that can be caused by artificial intelligence and anti-natural creations, also known as illusions, also known as materialized thoughts and mental poisoning. The more power that you, as a natural being in propria persona, give whatever artificial thing, person, deity, or place, the more power you invest in it and credit to it to come into physical manifestation. The natural energies give energy to the artificial energy. The natural laws give life to the artificial laws. You see? Now you're starting to see the order of things. The positive gives the negative life, and it gives it enough focus, energy to function, exist, and be what it is. In other words, we are creators of all that is and all that we see and experience, and can invest in any side that we choose to invest in. This is a secret. This is your best friend. This is your weapon and your shield, as well as an enemy to your existence. You give life to it. You are the energetic investor of all things with names, labels, titles, descriptions, value, image, and so on. For example, gods, angels, demons, dollars, contracts, bonds, acceptance for value, and etc. are a figment of our imagination, and it works to protect and serve us. It does not do anything for us without us intending it to, consenting to it, and practicing it consciously or unconsciously, repetitively. So we give it life. It can't walk and get up without you putting it up and making it do what you're saying is doing to you. So you're the one doing what you're doing to yourself. And this is why you shouldn't be worshiping all these material things and earthly things, all of them, any of them, crosses, books, Bibles. I don't give a fuck what it is. You're not supposed to be idolizing those things because you created them. You created that book. You know, you created that book. You created those crosses. You created those snakes. You created all those images that you're bound down to. You're dumb. Don't be bound down to your freaking creation. It should be bound down to you. You are the Messiah of them. You know, you are the creator of them, the creditor. This is the whole point of being spiritually sovereign and being a creditor of Mother Earth. Not the system, but Mother Earth. All things are artificial. If it does not belong to the sky, nature, elements, people, animals, life, plants, spirit, love, oxygen, and nothingness, all originate from the Most High, honor, able. You are a natural person, not an artificial person. Natural people are creditors because they give life. Artificial persons and third-party corporations, trusts, businesses, and transmitting utilities are debtors because they are used for the benefit of a creditor, creator, sovereign, and the actually living man or woman, also known as you, Yahweh, Yahawashi, Yahawashai. That people usually call Yahushua. It's not Yahushua though. They are here to be used with no feeling attached to the matter. This is why in court they do their best to process you under fictional laws that you never consented to or contracted to, and they attempt to charge you as a fictional officer, artificial entity, an artificial strawman of the all-caps state, aka the strawman state corpse, aka the state incorporated, in corpse, in dead body. They treat you like an artificial person instead of treating you and respecting the fact that you are a natural, free man or woman on the land that has actual life, rights, and indivisible liberty. They are charging you as a member of the State Incorporated Club. Can you say identity theft 3 times in a row? Identity theft, identity theft, identity theft. Hold on, give me 1 second. Alright, let's continue on. If you logically think about it, when you allow a man to treat you like an artificial person or animal, you are accepting to be a debtor, artificial person, and animal, an artificial entity, instead of claiming that you are a creditor, human, spirit, creator, and creditor, natural, human, free man or woman on the land. Therefore, nature credits us. Nature is our one divine creditor and creator, natural law. And we are debtors to the Most High, natural law, common law, spiritual law, physical law, and universal law. We are spiritual and physical debtors to nature, also known as Mother Earth, because it funds our existence, reasoning, logic, faith, love, survival, and habits. The Most High is an honest banker of energy. It stores, checks, and cashes pure raw energy, just like a bank cash dollars. You can place this divine cosmic energy into your cosmic energy savings account, also known as your memory bank, also known as your subconscious mind, and withdrawal cosmic energy from your spiritual bank account at will, just like a regular bank, if you know what I'm saying. Subconsciously, go into your subconscious bank. You have treasure still stored and safe kept, divine trust, in your divine subconscious mind, aka memory bank, aka Akashic records. So the universe is the biggest bank in the universe. Yahweh. That's the idea of appreciation, thankfulness, and gratitude. Appreciation, thankfulness, and gratitude, giving back to where everything came from. Give it back. Give everything back. Your body back, everything, everything. Don't be attached to anything. It's borrowed. The land borrowed, everything. These words are borrowed. Just give it back. Appreciate it. Be thankful you have it now, or you can borrow or use it. Be grateful and give it back. So that is the idea of appreciation, thankfulness, and gratitude. Paying our dues and giving back. Everyone got to pay their dues and everyone got to give back. Whether it got to be taken from you or you give it back. Nature is our creditor and source of life, and nothing can contradict that fact. Get back to nature and nature's law. It's kill or be killed out here. Get or be got. Live or be lived. Fight for your rights or lose all your rights. Control your own self and sovereignty, or you will be controlled by a person who knows how to use his or her power and control to control and manipulate you, especially through your fears and pleasures. Temptation. Through your temptations and ignorance and lack of knowledge. Self-empower the mental and preserve our nature and its naturally existing laws. Animals do it already, and all of nature naturally defends, protects, sustains, and preserves its existence. Go kick a tiger and see what naturally happens. Be that tiger. Live natural. Amen. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the universal laws. So all this will be found on the website once again. I'll give you the link once it's finished and ready. So just, keep updated. Alright, so right here would be, let me see. Pardon me. Alright, let's see. So I hope you guys are taking notes on this. We're almost at the end of this. Alright, these are the universal laws. Universal laws are natural, unalienable, untouchable, and very common laws, principles, and morals that govern the universes. All that is, the Most High, and everything in it, them, Elohim. Universal laws can operate both ways. They can contradictively give you the same result. All roads lead us to the same destination, although each path is unique and significant within its own self. For example, backward is forward, and forward is backward. Clockwise is counterclockwise, and counterclockwise is the true clockwise. Good can be used for good, and good can be used for bad, and vice versa, invertedly. Bad can be used for good, or bad can be used for bad. Words don't exist, but their energy, value, your focus on it do exist. Positive and negative energy creates energy. What goes up must come down, and so on. Positive and negative energy is the same energy, focus, divided upon itself. That concept, universal laws, is subtly disguised in every language and culture through words, materialized thoughts, that psychologically control our energetic direction, like the words, polarities, called like and dislike, good and bad, up and down, east and west, and so on. Love and hate are the same force, but one constructs and the other deconstructs. A pencil has two parts, a lead to create with and an eraser to decreate with. God is the lead, it creates, and the devil is the eraser, it eliminates. East is west and west is east, north is south and south is north, and so on. They're universal, they're one way, both way, however you want to say it. The universal principles and laws of life states that if you jump off of a cliff and you don't know how to fly like superhumans, then you will hit the fucking ground like no matter who you are, what you choose to believe, and where you are from, unless you are that Superman guy that the CIA threw out of planes multiple times, the Andy Superman story, to see if he would land, and he did. This was during an extremely secret and cruel human experiment being conducted behind the scenes by officially recognized psychopaths, doctors, psychiatrists, teachers, police agents, presidents, and etc. If you harm somebody, you will be harmed equally. Cosmic justice. And it will return to you one way or another, spiritually and or physically, now, here, and or later. Everything is dualistic in nature, naturally, and it sometimes can be more self-afflicting than not. For example, if you curse somebody, you are cursed with the same curse. If you heal somebody, you are healed with the same remedy. If you treat people good, then you are treated good as well. I have to finish that up right there. If you believe something will happen or something will transpire from your actions and or thoughts, then something happened and transpired because of your actions and or thoughts. What man thinks of the most in his mind, he will become, see, experience, and attract the most. It takes spending money to make money. It takes being creative and inspiring to make, create, and manifest something creatively inspiring and or inspiringly creative. To give money, you must get and receive money. To get and receive money, you must give money. To prosper and thrive, you must believe, see, act, feel, and think that you are thriving and prospering already now. Treat others how you want to be treated, and treat yourself how you want others to treat you. Everything is a mirror of everything. Never make promises that you can't keep. If I trust you, remain loyal to me, and I will remain by your side, loyal and trusting towards you. Natural law is the God of all things. Universal laws apply to everyone universally. Beliefs become things. Believed become things. Doubt become things. Doubled becomes things. Fear becomes things. Love conquers fears, and fears conquer love. Fear is the only devil. Lucifer is knowledge and light, and the Most High is the pure dark void, and sometimes pure white light. As above, so below. As below, so above. Humans are humans, and animals are animals. Herein are all universal maxims, aka laws. The word maxim is defined as an expression of an absolute truth or principle. Maxims are so powerful and unequivocal that they are the foundation of all human relationships. They have the power to cut to the heart of a matter in a heartbeat with reason, logic, and authority. They cover every topic imaginable in every aspect of our lives. They're not easily misunderstood, misapplied, or subverted. They're universally accepted for what they are, self-evident truths. Maxims might be considered the redundant backup system when all else fails. Here are some examples of maxims. All are equal under the law. A matter must all are equal under the common universal natural law. A matter must be expressed to be resolved. Claims made without accountability are void. Claims made without accountability are void. Might does not make right. Force, perjury, or subornation of perjury voids all. Fraud vitiates the most solemn promise. While the battle continues, he who first leaves the field or refuses to contend loses by default. You are free to make any decision you wish, but you are never free to escape the consequences, the effects, the results of your decisions, causes, and actions. A laborer is worthy of his hire and wages, which mean every laborer should get paid for work that they have done. Thou shalt not steal. Notice to the agent is notice to the principal, and notice to the principal is notice to the agent. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. Regarding truth, truth stands supreme. Truth stands supreme. Truth affects but cannot be affected. Truth is expressed in the form of an affidavit. Truth will out. An unrebutted affidavit stands as the truth. An affidavit must be rebutted point for point for point for point. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Ignorance is no respecter. It affects all without regard to position or title. Regarding sovereignty, it is self-evident that all men are endowed by their Creator, Yahawashi, Ahaya, Asher, Ahaya, which is self, I am that I am, with equal and unalienable rights. No one can put a lien on your rights. It makes no sense. The Creator already has a lien on our rights in our life because it gave us life. It is our creditor, and it gives us, it placed a lien on us, an interest and a claim on us. One that is supreme, that can never be rebutted. The created cannot be greater than its creator. A man can give to another no more than he himself or herself has. A man or woman may not, with impunity, infringe upon another man or woman's rights. The people are sovereign. In America, the government is the servant of the sovereign people. Regarding power and authority, we cannot give to anyone or anything any power or authority we do not have. A workman is worthy of his hire. Thou shalt not steal. B. All are equal under the law. No one is above the law. Above common, natural, and universal, divine, and spiritual laws. And C. Encumbrance. Truth is sovereign. Thou shalt not bear false witness. And I hope you guys are seeing how this connects to the commercial world and all that stuff. You know, they have broke the covenant and the contract with the Creator, and they're making you break your contract with the Creator through their corporate statutes and man-made laws, and through fear and pleasure. Truth is expressed in the form of an affidavit. E. An unrebutted affidavit stands as truth encumbrance. F. An unrebutted affidavit becomes the judgmental encumbrance, the judge of the mental. G. All matters must be expressed to be resolved. If you want something to be resolved, say something about it or it's on you. H. He who leaves the battlefield first loses by default. I. Sacrifice is the measure of credibility. No willingness to sacrifice equal no liability, responsibility, authority, or measure of conviction. J. A lien or claim can be satisfied only through an affidavit by a point for point rebuttal, denial or disagreement or argument, resolution by jury or payment. So if they don't rebut it point for point, it's resolved by the jury or it's resolved by them paying off the lien or fulfilling the contract. So if you want the Creator to take its lien off you and control off you, you have to either fulfill the contract, you know what I'm saying, or you have to revoke the contract on time. Unless you have a bilateral contract with the Creator, and you do, which means you have a binding contract, you have to fulfill it unless the Creator drops in, you drop it, and you know, but the Creator ain't gonna drop it. You have a duty, man. You have a duty on this planet. It is self-evident that God, the Most High of nature, is the only true sovereign of the universe and everything in it, as well as mankind. And it endowed all mankind with certain unalienable, inalienable, unalienable rights. making them self-directing sovereigns, which means that any governments instituted among men derive their just powers only from the consent of the governed, who are the source of earthly power and earthly authority. Hence, any attempt to exercise any powers not conveyed by the people is unjust and unauthorized, and any act done pursuant to such usurpation of power is void. What is yours and is yours, and it is nobody else's, and what is theirs, and nobody else's or yours. There are basically three classes of laws: the laws of God, the Most High, Yahweh, Yahwashi, which encompasses the laws of nature, the law of the land, which is man law, or the laws that the Most High made for man, which is natural law, is still part of natural law, also referred to as the common law. And lastly, there is private law, or man-made law, also referred to as contract law. All humans have emotions, energy in motion. What is private, and what is personal is personal. What is not private is public, and what is not public is private. If you aren't good, then you are bad. And if you aren't bad, then you are good. All is oneness by all means. Judge, and you shall be judged. If you stand in front of a running train, you'll get hit and possibly die. No matter who you are, nobody is invincible and indestructible and unperishable. We live to perish at old age or self-destruction. If you try to fight a crowd of people all by yourself and you are completely outnumbered, then you will not win the war, because you are outnumbered by yourself and so low, unless you're not. Yah helps those that help their self. You must do for yourself what you want others to do for you. Prayer only works if you believe it works now. Imagination is magic, and magic is power. All of this is universal understandings. The only true understanding that I will allow remain over me. We all learn our own unique way and path. We all breathe, or we would die. We all have a pumping heart that would be useless if it didn't pump. We all eat, we all drink, we all enjoy pleasure more than pain, or pain is our pleasure. Our body is our vehicle and chariot, and self is the driver of it. We are not the body, also known as the vehicle. We are the one, also known as the driver behind its actions and turns. We all want to be successful, or be successful at not being successful. We all hate what we don't love, and love what we don't hate. Even if you don't love or hate hearing this, we all love what we love and don't love what we don't love. We all want to feel appreciated, accepted, get attention, and feel loved. These are all universal principles. Principles. What can be used to go up can be used to go down, and what can be used to go down can be used to go up. The sword, the S word, Lord, Adonai, is now in your hands, and the knowledge is your muscle. Everybody can achieve anything if they truly know it, allow it, and be possessed by it, mentally, visually, energetically, spiritually, and physically or psychically. We all universally, including but not limited to animals, plants, beds, homes, and seats, have a mind, feelings, chakras, auras, and a unique electromagnetic field, thoughts, ideas, and intuitive nudges and impressions. Not all of us are aware of that. Even that is universally respected and understood, that not all of us are here to be aware, or here to be aware of that. Now everyone's supposed to know that they're here to not be aware of that, of the fact that they're not aware. You know, so many people don't know that they're not aware. Some people are meant to know, and some people are meant to be kept in the dark. You are either the one manipulating, or you are the one being manipulated. Some people are meant to be left alone, and some people are meant to be surrounded by love and attention. Some people will always be poor, and some people will always be rich. Some people that are poor now will be rich now, and some people that are rich now will be poor now. This is life. This is what it is. We cannot change what is and what will always be. Energy can only go in and out of shape and form, and it can increase or decrease in rate, vibration, velocity, integrity, intensity, and speed. Therefore, energy, also known as the real you, cannot, shall not, will not, and impossibly can be destroyed, deleted, or erased, or all things and all that should always be would cease to exist with it. These principles, morals, and virtues are common, universal, natural, organic, everlasting, supreme, the most honorable, and Alpha Omega, the beginning and the end. These laws are inherently crystallized into our core DNA patterning structure, Akashic records, genes, nature, universal consciousness or the unconsciousness, our beingness, flesh, heart, mind, and subconscious habitual patterns. Everybody will not get a chance to read this part of what I wrote or anything that me and people like me message. And that is not good or bad, although it's sad to see people die because they lack knowledge and truth, also known as pure white light. Let there be light. There is no good or bad to it, because people who contain knowledge and speak truth get murdered and assassinated every day, much often than those who die in the name of ignorance and lies. Should we feel bad for them or us? No! Should we feel good for them or us? It's up to you to decide, self-master. All I know is that what is will always be, and what will be is what is. We cannot predict what will happen or be next, tomorrow, later, or before, and that is my story, mystery. This is universally accepted by our community, tribe, and students, spiritually sovereign and indigenous creditors of Mother Earth. Universal laws, or unconscious or unity conscious laws, can be used for any direction and can be used inside out. It is a permanent law of this universe. Out of how many man-made laws? I self-law am master. Islam, and I slam. I self-law am master. Enlighten mental. So I self-law am master is enlightenment. It's enlightenment. It's enlightenmental. So there are 12 universal laws and 21 sub-laws that we'll touch up on. All this will be found on this page. We're going to dig into many things. This is just the foundation to the whole movement first. You got to know these things first. 1. The law of divine oneness. The law of divine oneness helps us to understand that we live in a world where everything is connected to everything else. Everything's interconnected. Positively start up the grids, or positively charge the grids now. Everything we do, say, think, and believe affects others in the universe around us. 2. The law of vibration. The universal law states that everything in the universe moves, vibrates, and travels in circular patterns. The same principles of vibration in the physical world apply to our thoughts, feelings, desires, and wills in the etheric world. Each sound, thing, and even thought has its own vibrational frequency, unique unto itself. 3. So some of us, all of us are vibrating at our own unique and special and significant and important frequency. Custom made frequency, custom made vibration, our own custom made hum. 3. The law of action. The law of action must be applied in order for us to manifest things on earth. So thoughts do not become things without actions. They remain thoughts. Thoughts and actions become things, and actions can't become actions without a thought to propel it. You need some type of idea. What are you going to be doing, Whether you're conscious of that thought before you act on it or not, there has to be a thought that leads to the action. Therefore, we must engage in actions that support our thoughts, dreams, emotions, and words. Our Lord. Adonai. 4. The law of correspondence. This law states that the principles or the laws of physics that explain the physical world, energy, light, vibration. Hold up, pardon me. Where did I just go? Okay, energy, light, vibration, and motion have their corresponding principles in the etheric or universe, as above, so below. So this universal law, the law of correspondence, states that the principles or laws of physics that explain the physical world, energy, light, vibration, and motion, have their corresponding principles in the etheric or universe, as above, so below. Alright, where we are. Okay. The law of cause and effect. The universal law states that nothing happens by chance or outside the universal laws. Every action has a reaction or consequence, and we reap what we have sown. So everything has an opposite or equal reaction. So when you do something and you go for something, you might get the result that you've been wanting, or you may get the opposite result, because there's a bunch of possibilities that exist in life, and you just have to know the specific key word and the key tone and the key suggestions to get to everything. Because the earth has its own language. I have my own language. You have your own language. And when we speak in each other's language, then we can get exact results. But sometimes when you don't know that, you might get the opposite result. You see what I'm saying? If you try too hard to do it like that, you might get the opposite result. So cause and effect controls everything. What you cause has an effect. What you act on has a result. You will be rewarded by your action, pretty much, or what you cause, or punished by it. All right. The law of hold on, let's scroll this down. All right. The law of compensation. This universal law. Hold on. Pardon me. Cause and effect. The law of compensation. This universal law is the law of cause and effect applied to blessings in abundance that are provided for us. So we get compensated for doing good things, or we get nothing because we did the opposite. That the visible effects of our deeds are given to us in gifts, money, inheritances, friendships, and blessings. 7. The law of attraction. Why does it keep doing that? All right. The law of attraction. This universal law demonstrates how we create the things, events, and people that come into our lives. Our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions produce energies which, in turn, attract like energies. So our thoughts, feelings, words, and actions produce energies which, in turn, attract like energies, attract similar energy. Smokers attract smokers, spiritual people attract spiritual people, bad thinkers attract bad things, good people attract good things, and blah yada yada. Negative energies attract negative energies, and positive energies attract positive energies. Successful thinkers attract successful thinkers, and people who are not thinking successful do not attract successful people or things. So where we're at now, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This universal law states that all persons have within them the power to change the conditions in their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, each of us can change the energies in our lives by understanding the universal laws and applying the principles in such a way as to effect change. The law of relativity. This universal law states that each person will receive a series of problems, tests of initiation, for the purpose of strengthening the light within. We must consider each of these tests to be a challenge and remain connected to our hearts when proceeding to solve the problems. This law also teaches us to compare our problems to others' problems and put everything into its proper perspective. No matter how bad we perceive our situation to be, there is always someone who is in a worse position. It is all relative. Alright, the law of polarity. This universal law states that everything is on a continuum and has an opposite. We can suppress and transform undesirable thoughts by concentrating on the opposite pole. It is the law of mental vibrations, opposites and all that stuff. Yin and yang, good and bad, evil and good, all that stuff. 11. The 11th universal law. The law of rhythm. This universal law states that everything vibrates and moves to certain rhythms. These rhythms establish seasons, cycles, stages of development, and patterns. Each cycle reflects the regularity of Yahweh's universe, of our universe, of the Most High's universe. Masters know how to rise above negative parts of a cycle by never getting too excited or allowing negative things to penetrate their consciousness. 12. The law of gender, pardon me. This universal law states that everything has its masculine, yang, and feminine, yin principles, and that these are the basis for all creation. The creator is androgynous, which means both male and female in one. The spiritual initiate must balance the masculine and feminine energies within herself or himself to become a master and a true co-creator with Yahawashi, he who saves, he who delivers. Sub-laws. These are the sub-laws, the 21 sub-laws. Understand and apply these laws to your life by first differentiating between the voice of the ego, which is the earthly identity, and that of the higher self, which is the cosmic ego, the cosmic identity, your higher identity, because we have no higher and lower when we go back home. Higher and lower is an earthly concept. So when they say ego, it's the higher ego or the lower ego, the cosmic ego or the earthly ego, or the heavenly ego or the demonic ego. Like, it's the same thing, man. High and low, left, right, blah, blah, blah. And then by practicing techniques designed to align oneself with her or his higher self. The 21 sub-laws are actually human characteristics that relate to the universal laws. These characteristics are characters, are aspiration to a higher power, charity, compassion, courage, dedication, faith, forgiveness, generosity, grace, honesty, hope, joy, kindness, leadership, non-interference, patience, praise, responsibility, self-love, thankfulness, and unconditional love. The 10 Commandments come to us from Exodus 20, section 1 through 17. Here is the verse. 1. And Adonai, the Lord, spoke all these words, saying, I am Ahaya, Asher, Ahaya, Prime Creator, Self, the Most High, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, which is Kemet, out of the house of bondage. You shall have no other Prime Creator before me, before self. 2. You shall not make for yourself any carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them nor serve them, which is the government and people like that. You know, creators being subliminal. You shall not bow down to them and serve them. Fuck them. Fuck the government. For I, Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya, I am that I am, your prime creator, or the primal creator, the great I am a jealous prime creator, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, who hate the Christ consciousness, who hate the universal laws and the natural laws, because it makes man have dominion over Satan, and Satan don't like that. But showing mercy to thousands, to those who love me and keep my commandments, to those who love their self and keep and stay true to the laws of self-law. 3. You shall not take the name of Anaya, Ashur, Ahaya, I am that I am, your prime creator, in vain. For Adonai, the Lord, will not hold him guiltless who takes its name in vain. 4. Remember the Sabbath day, to keep it holy and clean. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day, which is Friday, is the Sabbath of Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya, your prime creator. In it you shall do no work, you, nor your son, nor your daughter, nor your manservant, nor your manservant, nor your cattle, nor your stranger, who is within your gates. For in 6 days Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya, made the heavens and the earth, the sea and all that is in them, and rested the seventh day. Therefore Ahaya, Ashur, Ahaya, blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. So therefore I am that I am, blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. Therefore the highest self blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. So same thing. 5. So we're decoding a lot of things here too. 5. Honor your father and your mother, your heavenly father, which is spirit, father spirit and mother earth, that your days may be long upon the land which Adonai, the Lord, your prime creator, is given you. And not only just honor your heavenly mother and your your heavenly father and your earthly mother, but to also honor your earthly parents, because you have an earthly dad and an earthly mother, and they're less than Mother Earth and less than Father Spirit, but equal. But there's the proper way to see it. You don't place even your mom or dad before the earth. You don't place your mom and dad or the earth before spirit. It's just the principle of things. It's the order. So 6. You shall not murder, which means you shall not kill people for no reason. You shall not kill people. The Creator didn't say do not self-defend. It didn't say do not protect. It said you shall not murder, which means kill someone in vain and for no reason. You just get up one moment and just hurt an innocent person. That's murder. That's a crime. If you're protecting yourself and you kill someone in that process of protecting yourself, then that's self-protection. That's not even killing. I don't even know a better way to say that. Having to take a life or protect yourself, whatever you want to say. But you have the right to protect yourself. That's natural. 7. You shall not commit adultery. 8. You shall not steal. 9. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. 10. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his donkey, nor anything that is your neighbor's. There was a time when we lived with high moral standards. Our great ancestors lived by the 42 laws of the goddess Ma'at. Just close your eyes and visualize everyone you know living by these divine laws. Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at, is another word to say the Mother Earth. Ma'at. She is the cow that gives us the breast to suck. Pretty much. Or she is the mother that gives us the breast to suck. Just like a calf drink milk from its mom. So the 42 oracles of Ma'at, these are all laws, that was created to keep men in order and keep them from passing boundaries. And we pretty much broke all these, man. If you think about it, we have pretty much broke all of these. Or they have broke all of these. And now the Creator's vexed, is pissed off. We broke the covenant and contract. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. Just get ready, align yourself with the Most High, and get ready, because you're gonna need that sword to defeat this battle. So 1, I will not do wrong. 2, I will not steal. 3, I will not act with violence. By the way, pardon me to sidetrack a little, but with the 10 commandments, there was truly 600 commandments. Because remember Moses, one of the Hebrew Israelites, he spent 40 days and 40 nights in Mount Sinai coming up with the laws. So you telling me this intelligent, wise man that's just intelligent and probably as wise as me or wiser than me just came up with 10 freaking laws in, what, 40 days and 40 nights? That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He had to come up with more, and the devil, the Satan, the ones that don't want us to know the truth took it out. They didn't want us to know. And they put things in it that make you afraid to protect yourself and things like that. They changed everything up. So I'm not sure what the 600 laws is, but I'm pretty sure there was more than 10. So let's continue. I will not act with violence. I will not kill. I will not be unjust. I will not cause pain. I will not waste food. I will not lie. I will not desecrate holy places. I will not speak evil. I will not abuse my sexuality. I will not cause the shedding of tears. I will not sow seeds of regret. And as you can tell, they're saying this in a negative way, that I will not, and don't, and can't. So really what they're saying to do and what is allowable is the opposite of these things. So like right here, I will not abuse my sexuality. I will positively honor my sexuality. You see, I will not cause the shedding of tears. I will cause the shedding of happiness, or I will cause the amplification of happiness. That's the opposite of shedding tears. I will not sow seeds of regret. I will sow seeds of forgiveness, of flow. I will not be an aggressor. I will not act guiltful. I will not lay waste the plowed land. I will not bear false witness. I will not set my mouth in motion against any person. I will not be wrathful and angry except for a just cause. I will not copulate with a man's wife. Copulate. I will not copulate with a woman's husband. I will not pollute myself. I will not cause terror. I will not pollute the earth. I will not speak in anger. I will not turn from words of right and truth. I will not utter curses. I will not initiate a quarrel. I will not be excitable or contentious. I will not be prejudiced. I will not be an eavesdropper. I will not speak overmuch. I will not commit treason against my ancestors. I will not waste water. I will not do evil. I will not be arrogant. I will not be blasphemy. Neither the one most high nature, neither neteru, heru. I will not commit fraud. I will not defraud temple offerings. I will not plunder the dead. I will not mistreat children. I will not mistreat animals. These laws of Ma'at are also known as the Declaration of Innocence. They are drawn from the Petem Heru, the Book of Coming Forth by Day, the oldest African Amexem book of Holy Scriptures. With these laws of our ancient ancestors maintained a society without policemen for thousands of years, because no one was breaking these laws. Because breaking those laws, anything that would make, breaking those laws are the only reason why someone would want to fuck you up or beat you up or put a curse on you, because the way you treat them, the way you make them feel, the way you make yourself feel. All these things are intertwined. So there's certain laws to the universe that come before any other law. Like you can have a contract with man, so what? If someone's putting their hand on you during that contract, they just pretty much broke a natural law, a common law, a universal law, even if you're under contract, unless you consent to them doing it or you don't say anything about them doing it. You look at the world today, the government stepping on our fucking head all the time, beating us up and all that shit. We don't say anything. We get upset at people who say things like I'm saying right now. Oh, don't say that. They're not like that. Or don't think negative. So they come back and they put their boot mark on our head again. They go ahead and put their boot mark on your head with the cleats and all. Ready to play football with your goddamn head because you don't mind. But if you do mind and you say something and you're letting them know they're trespassing your body and landing your will, then they're breaching the law. Other than that, they're in complete compliance. You have the right to get fucked up at will. You have the right to get beat up at will. Matter of fact, you have the right to sit there and get killed at will. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. The Creator ain't gonna force you to do something you don't want to. Your life and your survival's in your hand. What you cause will have an effect. You better be able to deal with what you choose. And I know I can deal with protecting with I can deal with protecting my family. I can deal with that. I can deal with chopping off evil's head from the root. I can deal with that. Can you? If you can't, don't do it. It might haunt you. Straight up. So with these laws, our ancient ancestors, not just the ancient Moabites, the Moors, and the Hebrew Israelites, but all our ancestors, even the white people at some point, or the English people at some point. Hopefully, I like to think that. Because I don't think anyone always been bad or always been good. There's no such thing. You think color's going to stop people from being evil or good? I wish that's what color was. Alright. In the early morning, say, I will not. Truly, you're supposed to say, I will. You're supposed to say the opposite of these negative suggestions. Negative suggestions have, I not, I can't, I'm not, I wish. All that stuff's negative. Positives like I do, I have, I am, I have, I feel. Things like that. Like you're putting it in the now. That's how magic works too. You put it in the now. Because putting things in the past and future too is magic too, but you're putting it in the future. And when the future comes, if you're still putting it in the future or past, you're putting it in the future and past again. Like you're using the magic to keep it away from the now pretty much. So say everything you say in the now. Everything. Do your best to adapt to that. This will also help you in court too, put it in the now. Alright, so in the evening say I am or I have not, whatever. This is our mental inventory. 42 Laws of Ma'at, second translation. 1. I do nothing aesthetic, wrong or evil. I do nothing dishonest or underhanded. My heart is not covetous. I am not rapacious. I do not murder human beings. I do not tamper with measures or offerings. I do not give short measure. I mean, you don't give someone a little bit. You give them enough to actually enjoy. I do not steal divine property, which mean the land and the Most High's people and things like that, because everything's borrowed. I do not set verbal traps. I do not steal food. I am not arrogant. I do not go astray. I do not kill the netaru livestock, the natural livestock. I am not obstructive. I do not plunder the loaves which are reserved. I do not gossip. I do not babble. I do not covet divine property. I do not copulate with other men's wives. I am not sexually unchaste. I do not inspire fear. I do not consciously err. My speech is not inflammatory. I am not deaf to words of my truth. I do not cause uproar, turmoil. I do not ignore injustice, other people. I do not ignore other people. Someone's screaming, I need help. Someone's beating me up or saying, you don't be like, oh man, that's negative. Don't think about that. It's just your mind. Don't ignore them. That's ignorance. Don't injustify them. Justify them. Address it. Make sure something's done. Make sure it don't happen again. You hear rapers going around town raping little kids, man, you go knock at that nigga's door, put handcuffs in his hand, and put him before the people, which is the jury, to judge this guy. Do not ignore it. Do not ignore that child. Do not tell the child, oh, that didn't happen, or that's not true, or maybe it's your mind. Do not injustify it. Justify it. And do not ignore other people. I am not jealous. I do not curse, belittle other people. I am not sexually abusive or oppressive. I am not violent. I do not become obsess, pardon me. I am not hypocritical. I do not disassemble, mock the Netaru or self. I am not gabby, garrulous. I do not I am not corrupt. I do not curse the divine king, leader, Yahawashai, also known as Yahoshua, pardon me. I do not wade in the water for amusement, disrupting life. I do not boast. I do not make people curse Netaru, the nature, or hate nature. You make people love nature and embrace nature and accept nature and be grateful and thankful about nature and have gratitude for nature, the natural. I am not conceited. I do not practice favoritism and iniquity. I don't choose one side better than the other. I go with what is honest, honorable, and truthful. Full of that. Other than that, you deserve the rod. I do not magnify my credentials. I do not insult my local deity. Choose the translation that appeals to your divine spirit and chant them daily. This will enhance your connection to Ma'at, the ancient ones who live by these high standards. Share them with your children, friends, and your family, and watch the Kepra transformation that follows. And that's pretty much it on the universal laws. You know, the universal laws and the natural laws. This should have explained a lot. So if you guys have any questions, just contact me and stuff. I hope those of you who are watching this video learn a lot. May you find yourself, may you awaken, may you find the Yahawashi within you, the Yahawashai within you, and may you find the Christ consciousness within you and amplify it, intensify it, expand it, increase it, and just make it your way of living and seeing in this world of chaos. We are the light, and we must bring that light into the dark now. Spiritually sovereign and indigenous creditors of Mother Earth, I am. Namaste.